Sometimes when we measure an element there are only black squares. We do a therapy and the change was minimal. It changed an element from 6 to 4. It changed a minimal element, therefore we can think that there will be practically no therapeutic effect, but if we do the analysis of here of capillary we enter to the test, we obviously see 5 pathologies that are in red here with a higher probability, and if we, for example, check here microorganisms there are no microorganisms, we leave here and check how it was after a metatherapy, we put current analysis, we put a test and obviously we noticed the enormous therapeutic effect, enormous, that is, of the 4 or 5 pathologies that were in a range, in a lower range, they were in red, in a range less than 0, 4, 25. Obviously the therapeutic effect is seen, therefore, despite not noticing changes despite. If there is no change in the therapy, for example, we have the head here and we see here a therapy is practically the same, true, therefore it places because we place analysis and we are going to see before the therapy neurangiosis 0, 4 tonsillitis and pollinosis, therefore in red 0. 413 we went out 0, 413 and we observed here how it was after a therapy then the neurangiosis look is at 1.5 you realize 1.5 because that was what was most altered therefore in the neurangiosis it was obviously much better so here we are observing that despite that visually, for example, observe here we clearly went from a brown color to a green color, there was a fairly big improvement, we went from a brown color to a green color, but obviously you have to be confident that despite for example we are going to see this. And this other one, the change is almost the same, it is noticed, it remains in the 2 points, it is the same visually already, but if we do the analysis here of the entire thorax we will see before the therapy neuralgia 0, 7 since it means that there is pain, there is already pain. Probably of something what we are seeing, something respiratory 0.7, we do the analysis then obviously neuralgia 2.9 and therefore there we see the change that despite the fact that the analysis in the graphic analysis obviously cannot be modified anything. The more detailed analysis of what is called the spectral similarity index, this number is called the spectral similarity index, obviously the therapeutic change is seen.